Welcome back, guys. It's Tuesday, so that only means it's Division 2. We are in Saudi Arabia. So, good evening, Hinsey. We are waiting for the first car to go on track. This should be an interesting race. Plenty of walls, definitely safety cars, new drivers. You don't scare me. You don't scare me. There we go. The first car out onto the circuit is the Sauber of Rake Jackie. I'm sorry, Hinsey, but I am not Produce BT, so I will not be doing that. I apologise, but that's not me. It is sad life. There's plenty of drivers hitting the walls already. This is gonna be a great race. I know who you're gonna vote for, Hinsey. I'm guessing you're gonna say Tem's gonna win, but he will probably get plenty of time penalties. Yep, thought so. Right, let's go on board with Rake Jackie as he starts his first fly-in lap. Breaks nicely up into turn 1, kissing the apex into 2. You know what? It's not awful. It's one of the better tracks that we've got. Misses the apex of turn 3, very so slightly. Now 6th gear all the way through here. You want to lift, maybe stay in 6th through there would be better, and on the power towards Shiro quick. Bit deep into the corner there. One corner to go. How will he do? Yesterday's pole was in the 27s, I believe, so let's see how far off he is. It's a 130.5. Let's go on board with Gio as he was the next driver to cross the line. 130 is the time to beat, and he sets a 128.9. Next car across the line is the Mercedes of Chetty 2511, who has, I think, a salami behind him, but he has invalidated. What can Chetty do? Takes it a bit deep into the final corner, onto the power, plenty of ERS. He's gonna run out of deployment, so it's gonna slow him down towards the line. So 130.1. It's not the best from Chetty. Here comes Tem, and he's invalidated, so he's coming into the pits. Here comes Shiro. Across the line he comes, and that's a 130.8. Here comes Josie. And he's up to P2 with a 129.4. The Ferrari of Darth Timms goes third with a 29.37, sorry. Sparky across the line, it's a 135.5, and Salami has invalidated a lap again. So we will go on board with the 6'3" man, as he will be the next driver to set a lap. And there is a yellow flag in the middle sector and at the last corner, so there's been an incident somewhere. You saw Tem doing sub 28, I think even less. Potentially. I can't remember what he did yesterday. Wait, he didn't settle up in quali yesterday for Div 1, so I wouldn't know. And if he is setting sub 28s, maybe he's in the wrong division. Alright, yellow flag in the middle sector. Gia, the 6'3" man, through the first sector. It's gotta be a 130. It's not the greatest. Is it a good first sector? I'm not sure. He's keeping it neat and tidy. Plenty of ERS stuff to play with. As we are in the middle sector. Needs to keep it tight through this section, off the curb. Lovely. What can Wixie do? Very tricky left-hander. He's gone purple according to this, to the track map. He doesn't want to burn all of his ERS here, as he needs some towards the line. He doesn't do what Chetty did and run out. It's looking like a good lap. It's 28.8, 28.9 to beat. Across the line, ERS to burn, and he sets a 129.0. So at the minute it's an Alpine 1-2. Salami has decided to retire on track, which is not allowed. So I'm not sure why he's done that. But we move. My race yesterday. I had good pace, but I got too many penalties. Here comes Harold. Up to P5. It's a 129.6. Who's next? Who is next? Next up will be Tem. He hasn't got a lot of ERS to play with. You got the... no, I got 9. I got 9, Hinsey. Not that bad. Yeah, I'm not 10 that gets like 18. He's run out of deployment. Up to the line. It's a 28.4. Time to move Tem back into Division 1, where he will stay. Geo, okay, maybe not. Geo is 2/10 up on this lap. He's looking quick through here. You don't want to waste all of the battery. There's a McLaren up ahead of CF1 Harold, who should get out of the way fairly nice and simple, which he does. Well, he's lost a bit of time in that middle sector, but Geo still up on his time. Total Caesar finally sets a lap time. It's at 1:48.4, which is a very quick lap for Total Caesar. As Gio decides to abandon his lap and cross the white line. Tut, tut, tut. Naughty corner for him. Mr. Tallman, Wickety Wicks, is on another flyer. He's getting a lovely tow from the Aston Martin in front, which is a Temmie bit, I think. It is. He's trying to help everyone out so he doesn't get moved up. We see you. Gets out of the way before the final corner. This is gonna look like this could be a very good lap here for Wickety Wicks. Up to the line, deployment that's over. It's a 129.002. He does improve, not by a lot. Kushti not improving on the first two sectors. As the Haas of Red Brazil has just started his first lap of this session with 7 minutes to go. Kushti round the final bend. Looks like he's coming into the pit lane. And indeed, he's coming into the pit lane. Here comes Rake Jackie. Does he improve on his dump? He does. He goes up to P6 as a 129.6. Total season at 131.1. A much better lap time from him, but not the sort of lap he would have wanted. Daft Timms is starting his lap. Chetty is in the pits. Shiro is a second up on his lap. He had a little bit of a moment coming out of that final corner. Lost the rear a bit. DRS and ERS both in use. He comes across the line. It's still P10, but it's a 130.2. Next up, Josie has invalidated his lap, so let's go on board with Red Brazil, who is about to set his first lap of this Grand Prix. Into the final sector. 1 corner to go. What can Red Brazil set? Can he challenge the top 5? Nice and clean through there. Plenty of battery and ERS to play with. DRS wide open. He's just run out. It's a 130.5. So he stays in the bottom half of the grid. Okay. On an in lap. Shooting on an in lap. On an in lap. Rake Jackie coming into the pits. Daft Timms is on a lap. Across the line he comes. It's a 128.8. He moves up into P2 behind Tem. I think Tem could probably retire for the rest of this session because I can't see anyone beating him. Right, Gio is on a lap. 32.9 in the first sector. Why is he on none? He's gonna be slowing himself down being on none. What is he doing? Does he improve his middle sector? He does, but it's not a lot. Into the final corner he comes. Oh, bit of a tank slapper. And I think, yep, he's into the pit lane. On an in lap. CF1 Harold is up in the first sector, 33 flat. Seven tenths up in that middle sector. Plenty of battery still to play with. He could be challenging the top 3 here if he uses his ERS correctly. No Newton comes. He's too busy eating. He's being a fat boy today. Across the line, Harold with a 128.9. He's up into P3. You missed the yank. I can try and get him in for the race. 2 people on outlaps. Rake Jackie and Josie. Da, da, da. Sparky's on a lap and he's got wing damage. I don't know how you get wing damage on an outlap, but if anyone knows, it is Sparky. Very cautious. And he has 21% battery. Let's go on board with Rake Jackie. And he's invalidated already. Okay, brilliant. Let's go on board with Josie. Our back-to-back race winner so far in Division 1. Can someone other than an Aston Martin win this race? I will hope so, because I'm sick of seeing that green car on the top step. Josie, 5/10 up, almost, in that first sector. So 5/10 off, it puts him around Gio and Harold. Nice through there. Plenty of battery left. Cutting that very fine. DRS now open. It needs to hit this perfect. 6, nearly 7/10 up. 1 corner to go. It's a very good lap so far. You might be looking at P2 on the grid. It's his final lap of the session. Where will this lap put Josie? Does he challenge 10 for pole position? He does! It's a 1:28.4. Josie takes provisional pole. And Tem is currently a 10th down. So who will be the next person across the line? It will be Shiro. That's his qualifying over. A 1:30.2 again. Keeps him P9. There is a Haas of Brazil who is currently 2/10 up. We do want someone other than Aston Martin to win. Brazil. Coming up to the line. So 1:30.1. The tall man would have set a 28.5, but he invalidates. Here comes Tem. Tem takes pole. It's a 1:28 flat. Nobody is going to beat that lap. Total Caesar across the line. So 1:30.3. He stays in P12. Gio up to the line now. So 1:28.8 up into P3. What can Chetty do? The reigning Division 2 champion, only P8. A 29.4. Rake Jackie comes into the pits. And Josie was the last one there who also comes into the pits. And that is qualifying. We have an Aston Martin front row lockout again. We have another front row lockout. So there we have it. So Tem is on pole position for Aston Martin. Let's hope he doesn't get many penalties. So Tem is on pole position, followed by his teammate Josie. The Alpine of Gio is in P3. Darth Timms on his debut in the Ferrari P4. CF1 Harold in P5. Wickety Wicks in P6. P7 is Kushti. The reigning Div 2 champ Chetty is in P8. Rake Jackie P9. Rebrazil P10. Shiro P11 on his debut. Total Caesar P12. Sparky P13. And Salami is in P14 after retiring on track. We will have a 3-minute break, according to Chetty, unless someone already's up early, which is very likely in this league. So until then, let's bring up the current standings of Div 2. And Salami seems to have readied up early, which is amazing. People just don't like listening. So let's hope everybody is here. Otherwise, this could be a restart. If you're in the chat, write your prediction down of who is going to win this Grand Prix. Mate, it's a one-stop, Josie. Well, even if you're bad on tyres, there'll be a safety car as well. You should be fine. Just stick to the back of Tem. DRS is clearly your best friend here. What the fuck is Tem doing? He wanted to bottle the race before it even started. How did he slow down just in time? We will never know as we await for the final car. Oh, Josie is disqualified from the grid spot, which is a very great start. He'll be on the back foot from Gio Dami in the final car to the track. We are waiting for it's Sparky, I think. Here we go. It's 5 red lights. And away we go. Tem gets a very good start. Josie is under pressure from the Ferrari of Darth Timms and Gio's on the inside of Timms, and he pushes Timms slightly wide. but takes P2. Josie has fallen 3 positions and is down into P5. Wixie, Kushti, Rake, Jackie. Ooh. Salami is behind Sparky and has damage already. Chetty and Kushti battling. You need to stay in DRS of the cars in front here. Obviously it's not open yet, but you need to make sure you are when that DRS gets activated at the end of this lap. Okay, the Ferrari of Daft Tim sends it up the inside of Gio. It's a very late move, and Daft Tim's is flashing. The Ferrari of CF1 Harold gets Daft Tim's. Gio is back in the lead of this train. Total Caesar and Salami both into the pit lane. Both front wing changes. Total Caesar, since Monaco, has not had a very good time here. Chetty up into P7, overtakes somebody. I think it was Kushti. And Che will now be trying to hunt down the Wickedy of Wix, who is on the hard tyre, which is the best race tyre here. So let's see what tyres people started on. So we've got the hards of Wixie, Kushti and Sparky. Total Caesar has pit onto the hards, so in an ideal world he won't have to pit again, but unless a miracle happens, he will have to. And then everybody else is on medium tyres. Let's have a look. Oh, position changes. Gio up 1, Harold up 2, Josie down 3, Chetty up 1, Kushti up down 1. Sharo up 1, Red Brazil down, Sparky up, and Total Caesar is down. Red Brazil and Shiro are having a very good battle right now. Red Brazil has the DRS. No, he doesn't. Shiro has the DRS. And Red Brazil has managed to get past Shiro. Not quite sure how. But Josie is now back up into P4. Daft Tim's looks to have had a moment. Has he got wing damage? He doesn't, so maybe he's struggling on those tyres. Josie has left front end plate damage, which will be hindering him. And this is bringing Chetty and Kushti to the pie. It's a 5-man train for P4. As the top 3 have checked out. As Chetty and Daft Tim side by side into the final corner. Both will have DRS. But who's got the greatest speed down the straight? WHF Aero, thank you for the raid of 6 people. Dubs in the chat. It's going bored with these leaders. Tem is controlling the pace up front quite nicely. Controlling his ERS. Geo's doing the same. They're just pulling away from Wickedy Wicks. However, he is on those harder tyres, so he will be on the quicker compound as long as there's no safety car towards the end of the race. Some gaps now forming between the rest of the top 7. Jay is bringing Kushti along nicely, and he is challenging Josie potentially down the main straight. Here we go. Chetty, Josie, Gio has taken the lead. We have missed it, but there's a 3-car battle here. Chetty takes P5. Josie outbrakes himself slightly. Will Kushti get the better? Okay, Kushti stays in P7. Daft Tims has pit off of the mediums. That's a very early stop. Very early stop. He wanted to take those to at least like 8 or 9 for the hards. He's gonna have to be on a 2 unless he's a very good tyre whisperer. So Gio has checked out. He's got a 1.2 second gap out in the lead. Red Brazil and Shiro still battling hard in P9 and P10. Has Tem made a mistake and got damage? Salami has decided to rage quit. Fair enough. Harold going for the move on Tem. I can't tell if Tem's got damage on his front end plate. He does. He's got left front end plate damage. So Hinsey in the chat will not be happy. Josie is now into the pit lane as well. Getting off those mediums, getting the wing change onto the hard compound tyres, and he'll be trying to take those to the end of this race. I literally said Hinsey's not going to be happy, so I don't think I'm ignoring him. Now Tem is going to be holding everyone up behind him. Chetty is... I never said I hate you. I said you scare me. Tem has wing damage, Hinsey. As okay, I'm not ignoring you. Tem into the pit. Time to get this wing change for Tem. Off the mediums onto a set of hards. 18 laps on a set of hards. It's doable. But we touch and go as Shiro also comes in off of those mediums. So Gio, Harold, Tallman, which is Wickedy Wicks, on the top 3. Chetty is in P4. Wickedy Wicks is potentially the favourite for this race, as long as he can look after those mediums. However, his fuel light is flashing, so I'm not ignoring any of you. You can shush. Kushti still on the back of Che. I feel like this has been going on that entire 7 laps so far. I'm very surprised he hasn't got a penalty yet. As Kushti round the outside of Che into the final corner and takes P4. And he is on the hard compound tyres, so the mediums are starting to wear out. The hards will be coming in. As Che, down the inside into turn 1, retakes that P4 position. Harold has closed on to the back of Gio and is inside the DRS detection zone, but he has the rest of the sector and a little bit more before the back straight to be able to use it. Red Brazil up in P10, but has Daft Tim's Tem Josie hunting him down. So let's go on board with our race leader, Gio, coming into the detection point for DRS. Harold is in it. Daft Tims gets past Red Brazil. Think he made a little bit of a mistake coming into the end of the first sector. DRS is open for Harold. Doesn't want to do it into this corner. However, he hasn't got a lot of the ERS, has Gio. Yeah, please do it, and then neither of you will be talking. Here he comes, Harold. Will Harold make a move into turn 1? It'll be a very late move if he does. And he doesn't. But he needs to save this. She wishes, Hinsey. He makes a little bit of a mistake. Kushti is smelling blood. Yellow flag. It's Tem! Tem is out! Tem is out! And it's a VSC. Should we? Oh, Temmie Bear has crashed. Hinsey is going to probably cry now. I'm not too scared, but I'm not even going there. Shiro Pit, Hinsey. Shiro Pit. DRS is now enabled. Gio is getting pushed along as Harold takes the lead of this Saudi Arabia Grand Prix. The two Alpines are gonna be hunting Harold down now. If I'm Gio, I'm letting Wixie through. Don't call me baby, fucking hell. If I'm Gio, I'm letting Wixie through. He's on the better race tyres now after 10 laps. He has the chance to catch Harold and overtake him. So we've got one Aston Martin left in this race. Joe, well, we now cheer for the next. Okay, we'll cheer for Sharo. What did Temmie Bear do? You want to join me, Bray? I don't think you would. Okay, so the front three are covered by less. Harold's in. Harold is in. How have you got 20k points, Bray? You're just a lurker. Jesus. Gio should be coming in at the end of this lap. Kushti with a 3-second time penalty. Wait, what are you on about? Are you saying I've got depression now? That's not right. 2 Alpines battling hard for this lead of this race. Shetty has somehow found himself into P3, but he has yet to pit. You need someone to talk to. You need... Mate, I'm fine. This is just not what I want to be doing on my Tuesday night. But we move. Gio finally into the pit lane. Chetty into the pit lane. Rake Jackie, 10-second time penalty. Speeding in the pit lane. He is going on to the hards. To the end of the Grand Prix. Wixie can get to lap 15 on these tyres. And with about a 10-second gap. He will have a chance of winning. I don't think you've got the game, Beth, and Hinsey, he's not even in the server, so never. Rake Jackie, another 3-second time penalty. He's up to 13 seconds now. Kushti and Harold battling. Do you actually, Beth? Harold up into P2. Kushti has wing damage, so he's going to be burning his tyres a little bit more than normal. Does he come in yet? No. Harold's the fastest lap of the race for 1:32.1. Wait, but for real, no, you guys. No, we're not together, Hinsey. You don't need another server, but you're here every week, so you might as well join, and you can keep an eye on Beth. He's not really stealing if we're not together. Josie charging down Chetty. Come on, Josie. Red Brazil, 3-second time penalty. Has everybody pit yet? So Sparky yet to pit in last place, and then Kushti and Wickedy Wicks. And then comes to the pit, comes our race leader after 13 laps on hard tyres. He stops on his marks and puts on the hard tyre. Kushti also into the pit lane, almost spins on the entry of it. He needs to get out ahead of this train of Chetty, Daft Tim's, Josie, and he does so. And now, can Wixie Daft Tim's 3-second time penalty in his Ferrari. If Wixie closes up on the back of Gio, will Gio let him through to see if he can catch Harold? Do I not get a say in this, guys? Harold sets another fastest lap of a 1:32 flat. He is burning those hards. Chetty close to the DRS. Fucking besties. Alright. Josie on the back of Darth Timms. Can Josie get past Darth Timms on the main straight? He seems a little bit far away as Wickedy Wicks sets a 1:31.6. Thank you, Beth. Your own role. What does said role want to do? What do you mean you next? I don't want to... I'm not getting involved. Josie's still on the back of Daft Timms, but he has that 3 seconds, so Daft Timms is basically in P5. Wixie is closing into the back of Gio. There is 9 laps to go. I don't think your role's cock. You have another role as well, Beth. It ain't just that. Josie, 5/10 behind now. What is Josie doing? Is he trying to Shiro into the pit for a second time. Lindsay, how would you feel about this? Down in P11, pitting for the hards again. It's gone for a 2-stop. Can we have a whole temp channel? Basically the Aston Martin team chat is a whole temp channel, to be honest. So Wixie is 1.8 seconds behind Gio. He doesn't want to burn these tyres out too much. He needs some to close onto the back of Harold. There's nothing really going on in this race now, guys. Josie's just staying behind Darth Tim's trying to get fuel, and then there's a few seconds. Yeah, okay, we're not putting a 10 channel in. I don't need to see that. To be fair, we can change one of the ones. I don't need to see that. Well, looks like the charge from Wixie has stalled. Can't seem to get close enough. It looks like Harold is set with 6 laps to go, including this, to win his first Grand Prix. You eat your cats. Beth, he wants to be a cuck like you. As Josie finally overtakes Darth Timms. I've given Beth a new tag so she can see what I've done. Darth Tim's pits with 4 laps to go. For a set of soft tyres. Rake Jackie also into the pits with 4 laps to go. Kushti also into the pits. I don't know why they're pitting. I don't know why they are pitting. Hinzi is here. So he wants that tag. And he wants that one. Okay. Is that okay, Hinzi? Rake Jackie has crashed. There is a safety car with 4 laps to go. Yes, Skills, it really is a snooze fest, mate. Mate, this slag just calls everyone baby. Oh mate, the commentary's dead. You don't have to tell that to me. So everyone will be coming into the pit lane. For a set of soft tyres. So the safety car will probably be in at the end of this lap. Do I love it? I'm not so sure. I think the safety car is going to be in at the end of this lap, Tim. Another normally stays out until the end of the lap, end of the last lap, so I'm going to assume the safety car will turn its lights off and it'll be in at the end of this lap. and I'm right. So it'll be a 4-car shootout. It looks like, for the race win. None of them have penalties. Harold looked to have this in the palm of his hand. A race win. So it's Harold in the McLaren. The 2 Alpines. And somehow Chase found his way into the top 4. And they are go, go, go. There's going to be a crash with the 2 Alpines. 100%. Alright, let's not push it, Beth. Oh, Wixie got stuck on the curb. And Chetty has found his way up into P3. But Chetty is struggling to stay within a second of these guys. I don't know. I couldn't see you even put it. Harold has flown out. Can Chetty get up into P2? Chetty, DRS. Oh wait, no, there's no DRS, sorry. It's now been enabled. Chetty needs to stay this close for the entirety of the first sector. He gets a good run. It looks like, unless Harold makes a huge mistake, he will be the race winner here in Saudi Arabia. Just a few more corners to go. Can Chetty get up into P2? Here he comes. But Wixie is right there as well. Which one has the more battery? Harold crosses the line to win the Saudi Arabia Grand Prix. Gio in P2. Chetty home in P3. Wixie in P4. Josie will come home in P5. Darth Timms in P6. Kushti in P7. Or will it be in P7? Because his teammate is just behind him. Total Caesar takes P7, Kushti P8, Red Brazil P9, Shiro on his debut P10, and Sparky riding out P11. Yeah, it was always going to be that curb that would have killed one of you. I just wish it was Che. I'm glad the Aston Martin both did shit. It helps the standings. I love being good. Yeah, okay. If you say so, Beth. If you say so. Alright, let's skip past this. So there we have it. Harold gets the driver of the day, fastest lap, and the cleanest driver. So there are your bonus points for that. And there we have the end of the race. Sparky, you finished, mate. You got point with how we're doing it. So it's all good. No Aston Martin in the top 4 is something we love to see. The hard medium was the correct strategy, Wicks. However, you kind of burnt your tyres out in the first 4 laps. So that's the end of the race. We'll be back on Monday. Well, Chetty will do his best to commentate without probably Tem again, unless they fix it up. And then I'll be back next week with hopefully Newton, because being by myself is depressing. So do not call me that. So until then, goodbye, people.